Yes, probably we have to accept the loss today, and in general, we have to say that's probably a deserved win for Brighton when you just judge the game by the chances and also by the amount of chance. They had probably more chances and the better chances for that. I think it's we have to say it's probably a deserved win for them. Although my feeling is we were not too far away from having a really good result because our approach was, I would say, for 65 minutes pretty solid, pretty compact. Probably we had till then the best chance in the whole game when Marcus Tiepermann was sadly just able to hit the crossbar in the first half. Of course, in the second half there was a period, so I would say, so from minute 50 to 60 when they put lots of pressure on us and it was difficult. But if I'm honest, as a newly promoted side and a difficult away ground, you sometimes have to accept that there are these periods. And I'm pretty disappointed with the first goal because it was in a period when we tried to get even a bit more control over the game back. And my feeling was, if we can go on, then probably they will get a bit nervous and take more risk, and that opens a bit more space to be there with a counter attack. And of course, the first goal we conceded was then disappointing because it was not necessary to concede a goal in this situation. It was an easy throw-in situation. The ball was even out. There was a break, and after 1 minute break, you have to be sharper and more switched on in order at first to block the cross and also to defend the movement on the first post. So the whole week we were speaking about their strikers, Mopay, Connolly, are not the guys who fulfill the crosses with a header or something like that, but they're always there with a good movement on the first post, and we're pretty aware of this. But we didn't bring this on the pitch in this moment. For that, it was of course a key moment in the game, and for that, I was disappointed with this.
And the second goal as well, you just made your two substitutions, and you will know Duffy shouldn't be getting in around the back post unmarked, so that must frustrate you as well.
Yes, definitely. I'm in this situation. I'm even a bit self-critical because I actually never substitute when there's a set piece for the opponent because sometimes you lose a bit your structure. But my feeling was, okay, we were 0-1 down. I want to bring as quick as possible two of our offensive players then on the pitch. Also, if we're really honest, we were even better in terms of headers because Josip Drimic is one of our best headers. Even Dennis Rubeni, one of our tallest players, got the feeling, okay, we can take this risk in this moment to do this. But sadly on this level, then sometimes you're immediately punished. So I'm a bit self-critical in this moment. But also we have to speak about, if we're really honest, we know what we have to do. We have to drop. So as soon as a ball is delivered, and we just didn't drop in this situation, it was not just Dennis Rubeni and Josip Drimic, but also in the center of our seven men wall, we didn't drop quick enough. And of course, the second goal was then, I would say the pre-decision. But for example, my feeling was also the first goal was even more crucial for this game because it led to a situation that we had to open up a bit more and they had more space. And of course, they have so much space and mobility also in their offense. For me, they are one of the best counter-attacking teams in the whole league with Connolly and Mopai, and it was then difficult for us in the last 20 minutes. So for me, really the first goal was really crucial today.
You know the numbers, don't need to be told, but 1 win in 9 in the league and only 1 away goal. How concerned are you with those numbers?
Yes, of course we're not happy. That's for sure. If you could paint a picture, it would look in a different way. But if you're also honest, so it's something realistic. We spoke about before the season. We are the favorite from position 20, and when we speak about this, we can't expect that we win each and every game. So that's quite normal, and we expected there would be tough times. Right now, we are there since I think 5 games without a win. It's difficult, but it's a different league. It's not like in the championship. Tough times is when you sometimes have to accept 1 loss or whatever. So on this level, you have to go sometimes to a few games without a win, and we have to make sure that we are self-critical and speak also about what we have to do better, especially in the details. But at the moment, we also have to make sure that it doesn't drag us too much down, and we are too disappointed. And this is more or less my task and my challenge also for the next weeks.
Going forward, in general, Pukki, we all know he can score goals. He showed that in the first month of the season, but is there a concern that there's not enough support to him and the service isn't into him good enough in the last few games?
Yes, in general, the last few games were tough for him, and I was also pretty critical and self-critical with our offensive line behind him. My feeling was today, in general, so the approach was in several situations much better, because it's also important the offensive players also make sure that you are physical in terms of defending. It was definitely a difficult game for our offense today because we had to defend so much against this side. In general, it's good right now to have Tom Tribal back. It's also good to have Onil Hernandez back. It was the first game for both of them in the starting lineup since several months. And I know, so when you're there after long-term injuries with surgeries, it's not like the first game and you press a button, they are immediately world class. I think after having right now several minutes, right now it's good to have them back, and they're meanwhile also for the next game really fully fit and full in contention, and that's quite good. But one thing is for sure, we will also be the underdog in each of the game, even when hopefully at least a couple of my center backs will come back, hopefully then pretty soon. I know that we will be, of course, more competitive, but even this is never a guarantee that we will win each of the game from this point on. So we will be, till the end of the season, the underdog in each every game, but it's not a situation where we will raise the white flag. Even this game today showed that we are capable to win points on this level, and we had some really good games where we were able to win these points, like against Man City, like against Newcastle, like at Bournemouth, for example. And we have to make sure that in general we are even a bit more precise in details to gain more points. Then we have all chances also to be there, perhaps with a big surprise in the end of the season.
Talked about the next game, that is Watford. Will that get built up into an even bigger game now, because they're obviously a team right down there with you in the table?
Yes, but not for us. So it's 11th game day, and since 10 times I heard already, it's next week is an unbelievable big game, and each every game, if I'm honest, is unbelievable big on this level. And yeah, of course, for that we will be greedy to be there with good preparation. I told the lads already, we need a bit the mentality during this season of Hoover sellers, because you have to ring many doors until you sell in Hoover, and this is exactly the mentality we need at the moment. So it's more like if this last results drag us down too much, or we are too disappointed and we're coming to the next door and look already disappointed and don't look classy, it's more there's no chance to sell the Hoover. So you have to make sure that for each of the game you look sharp and you look brave and you're fully convinced and you try to be there at your best in order to sell one, and then there will be the door when you sell not just one but even a few Hoovers. But we have to have this mentality, and this is quite important, especially for a newly promoted side, and this will also be crucial for the next month.